Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ask Lily. I'm very excited to make this video today because it's gonna answer the question that I get asked a lot in the field. The question is, what do I do to decrease my child's problem behavior? What do I do? A lot of times I try to do it, I try to stop it, and what I see is that the behavior, instead of going down, goes up. And I'm confused and frustrated. Please, what do I do? So I'll be trying to answer the question and give you steps on what to do. But before I do so, please can you like my channel, the video? Can you also share? And can you subscribe if you haven't done so? I really want to thank those of you that have subscribed. I've gained some increase in the subscription and I'm really grateful. And I also want you to please share the videos so that it will go out there. You know, a lot of people really need the information that I'll be giving and I've been given in my previous videos. So please share the videos. And not only that, please can you like it? I've gotten a good number of views on the ones I have done in the past, but the likes do not match with the number of views. And I understand that when a video is liked that a lot, that YouTube tend to share it by themselves. So please, if the content seem to be important or are meeting needs or answering questions, please could you do me a favor and like it, as well as share and subscribe if you haven't done so. So the question is, what do I do to help my baby's behavior, the problem behavior, to decrease? Before I go into the answer, rather, I'm going to describe what problem behavior is. Problem behavior is any behavior that has to do with aggression, self-harm. Aggression could be hitting people, biting people, pushing people for nothing, or even unprovoked, or when provoked. Provoked in the sense that maybe somebody took the toys the children are playing with, my kids that are on the spectrum are playing with, and they get upset, they bite, they fight, they push, whatever they can do to get the toys back. And not only that, also you also have, they don't want anything to end. So when you want them to stop doing something, maybe go from one activity to the other, you also have the problem behavior of aggression, surfacing. Not only that, also you have self-harm. My children that are on the spectrum, a lot of them get involved or indulge in self-harm. When they're upset, they just throw themselves on the floor. They can hit their head on the wall continuously. That's why sometimes one, advise that they should get helmet for them if it's really very serious. That it could also affect the brain, so that is self-harm. They could also cut themselves, they could scratch themselves, bite themselves. All those are problem behavior. And also you have distraction, pushing things down, breaking flower plants, breaking toys, breaking things, and looking at you to see what your reaction is going to be. All these are problem behavior. And also tantrum, we know already, they are upset about something, they want something, they don't get it, they scream, they fall on the floor, they kick all over the place, they throw themselves all over, crying, flapping their hands, screaming, and all that. These are all, it's not exhausted, but these are all the things that, problem behavior can show itself as. So to answer the question, we're going to be looking at what is the reason why this problem behavior occur. What maintains the problem behavior? Why does the problem behavior occur? Problem behavior can occur because the child is seeking attention, seeking response from somebody in the environment, is seeking feedback in any form from somebody in the environment. It could be the mom, it could be the dad, it could be any adult, it could be in the classroom, it could be anybody. They just do something to seek validation. That is attention seeking. And I'm going to be dealing with this particular attention seeking and how to, help what to do to decrease any behavior that is, being caused by attention seeking. So like I said previously, attention is when, you look at somebody or you acknowledge something that somebody is doing. It could be done by our body language. We could look at the child and the child looks at us and know we're looking at him, and they will continue doing it. That could be also by talking to the child, saying, oh, stop it. Why are you doing that? You need to stop. Come here, come sit down, stop it. Oh no, why are you breaking that thing? Why are you doing that? Why are you pushing that? Why are, whatever they're doing, once you're reacting to it and you're saying something to it, then you're giving attention to the problem behavior. And it could also be, like I said, potentially looking at the person or going to where the person is, anything you do. So now, what do you do? How do you, help your baby to decrease this behavior, the problem behavior that we explained before, that is maintained, that is caused by seeking attention? The sole thing you need to do, the most important thing you need to do, is you need to ignore. The way to stop giving attention is by ignoring. So a child that is engaging in this problem behavior because it wants your attention, what do? You're going to ignore this child. If the child comes to you crying, you don't say anything to the child. You don't even make eye contact with the child. You're watching him with the corner of your eyes because you don't want him to do any harm to himself, but at the same time, you're not giving him full attention. He doesn't even know you're watching him, and you have to ignore. It's difficult. I've been teaching my parents in the field, ignore, and before you see them, they're trying hard to not to say anything because, they're used to responding. But when you respond to them, you are giving them the attention. And remember, that's the reason why they are engaging in the problem behavior. So when you're giving them attention, what happens? The problem behavior increases. It keeps increasing. It wouldn't go away. The child will always do that because he knows or she knows that when he or she does that, he engages in any form of problem behavior, you end up giving him or her the attention. So that problem behavior is never gonna go away. It's actually going to increase. And also, what I also want to bring to our notice is what we call in ABA extinction burst. Extinction burst is when problem behavior increases when you're trying to, decrease it or to, to stop it, for it to go away. So you find out that, you have the increase in problem behavior anytime you decide, this is really getting too much. I'm going to do something about it. And, I'm not going to give in to Johnny. And then Johnny is not going to just stop and accept what you're doing. He is going to cry the more. He is going to, whatever he is doing as a form of problem behavior, it's going to increase. So it's good that parents know that, so that you anticipating it, it's going to come. And that way you don't get frustrated. That way you don't think, oh no, I am trying, but it's not working. No, it's going to get higher. It's going to increase before it will start decreasing. You know, all you need to do is to just keep at it. All you need to do is to persist. All you need to do is to be consistent. Do not change. Do not give in to that, you know, give in to that child. Give him attention in any form when the behavior increases. Because the moment you reward him or her with attention that he's seeking, then that behavior is not gonna go down. Actually, the next time you try to stop it again, it's gonna even go a lot higher than it went in the previous time. So what we need to do is we have to be consistent at it. And like I've said in my previous video, you know, if you want to start helping to, you know, working on any problem behavior for decrease or for reduction, you know, decrease, reduction, or even stop ending it completely as, you know, as you go on, but you have to start doing it when you know that you have the time to do it. You know, do not ever start any work with your baby to decrease any behavior when you are in a hurry, because you're going to give in to the child. You're going to give that child attention so that the child would stop disturbing you, or so that you can quickly go to where you need to go. So going back to the attention seeking, yes, any behavior that is maintained by attention should always be ignored. At this point, I want to just, you know, talk about a child that I met on the field just recently. He is a cousin to a baby that I work with. And this boy he didn't receive any services, even though he exhibited some behaviors, you know, when he was like 3. The mom enrolled him in a pre-K, and he got there, he was biting the teachers, biting the kids, pushing them, scratching them, you know, doing all sorts of problem behavior. And they told the mom to come and get him, that they cannot keep him. And that's how mom took him. The grandma advised that he should please, you know, seek help for him. But the mom said, no, nothing is wrong with him. And then when he's 5 years old, they enrolled him in a school. And it happened to be a charter school. They enrolled him in charter school, and when he got in there at 5 years old, he is already more into the behavior. You know, it's becoming really part of him. So when he got to school, he started exhibiting the same behavior. He was uncontrollable. He was so defiant. He was just not doing anything that he was told to do. You know, and then not only that, he was engaging in aggressive behavior. He was engaging in destructive behavior. He was engaging in tantrums in the classroom. A kindergarten classroom. They couldn't take it. They had to call the parents to come and get him. And as we speak now, he's not in school. And they are trying to, you know, get him into a school where there's a lot of behavior children. And this is, you know, not going to be really good for him. But that's for another time. So I went to see the baby that I'm seeing in the house, and you know, when I came in, he did something, and I told him, I said, you know what, you don't do that. You need to stop. He got upset, and, you know, he started talking back at me. He was calling me names. He came, stood in front of me, very close to me, looking at me, but I wasn't looking at him. I knew he was looking at me, but I was busy, you know, concentrating on something else. He was, you know, trying to get my attention. I wasn't giving it to him. He called me fat. He was just saying all kinds of things. I don't need you to come here. You need to leave. You are this. You are. He was being so spiteful. He was saying everything, but the grandma was about to say, I said, no, shh, don't say nothing to him. Ignore him. Do not say a word to him. Just let him continue. You know, he spoke, said everything. I didn't even look at him. You know, and then when I wasn't giving him attention, all he did is he went away. He went away and went and sat down. So that's what we do. We ignore. No matter how much the behavior escalates, remember that if that behavior is maintained by attention, if that behavior is occurring, the problem behavior is occurring because the child or the person in question wants you to, recognize what he's doing and pay attention to him and say something to him or look at him somehow or reprimand him or whatever, just know that you need to ignore it. And once you ignore the behavior, of course, as you're ignoring the behavior, you have to keep watch also with the corner of your eyes to make sure he's not hurting himself, because so that he doesn't, because he might get to that level that he want to do harm to himself. And if it happened to maybe want to do harm to himself, all you could do is you walk up to where he is, you're not looking at him, you're saying nothing to him, just lift him up and take him out of the environment where there's potential harm to him, but you're still not acknowledging what he's saying, you're not responding to him no matter what he's telling you. If he's a child that can, that has words, he will curse you out. He will use every word he has to get you upset, to aggravate you. But all you need to do is just hear them, but do not respond to any of them. That's how we do it. So that is how you decrease a problem behavior that is maintained, that is caused by attention seeking. And this is where I'm gonna be ending this video today. And like I've said in the past, please, if you have any question, I want to answer your questions. I want to, help you know how to navigate this life that you've seen for yourself, because it can be better, once you know what to do. And those behaviors, when you ignore them, they go away. I have seen them go, just like the one I told you. Of course, does it mean he's not going to do something again tomorrow? Of course, the next time he saw me, he did something again, but I'll keep on ignoring him until he will get it. That is not working with me. And that behavior, it's going to stop. So that's it. So at this point, I'm going to be saying that's where the discussion will be ending today. But before I say my final bye for now, I'm going to talk to you about two books that I've written. I have this book. It says, Stop the Crying, Tonya. Stop the Crying, Tonya. It's a book about a child that was engaging in the problem behavior of, tantruming, and crying, insistent crying for everything. They say no to her, she will cry until they say yes, and all. And then finally, so an aunt came in and that understood what to do, and she used the principle of what I just spoke about. She ignored the problem behavior and also praised the good behavior. When it started changing and when the child started doing the right things, she also started praising, her, and that also helped the child to decide to, engage in more appropriate behaviors. And that's what the book is all about. So it's Stop the Crying, Tonya. You can find it on Amazon. Is my second book. And my first book, like I showed you before, is Goodbye Tablet. Now this one is, talking about the importance of not allowing your child, whether on the spectrum or not, not allowing your child to be so much into gadgets, tablets, phone, that is hindering their socialization skills. This particular child was having that problem because everywhere he had his tablet. That was hindering his communication, that was hindering his socialization skills, and that was hindering a lot of things until the dad stepped up and, decided they have to do something about it, and which they did. And the child realized that there are other things he could do also, aside from being on the tablet or on the phone all the time. So I'd like you to buy them and read them to your child. They are also for you, because at the end of it, I have what I call I titled Note to Parents. It says Note to Parents and Caregivers. This is where I explain what the book is all about and what you need to do if you have a child that is having that kind of problem, what you need to do to help the child overcome the problem. You know, I have some, you know, things, advice, and some things that I wrote there for the parents and caregivers. So this brings me to the end of this video today. So I want to say thank you very much for taking our time to watch the video. It's a little bit longer than I would have wanted, but thank you for taking out the time. Please share, please like, and also subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.